So I work the night shift. It's at a private archival facility, which is really just a fancy way of saying I'm a janitor who also babysits a bunch of servers. It pays well, and it's usually dead quiet, totally isolated. The only problem? The list. My first night here, I found it taped to the main console, a single laminated page titled Protocols for After-Hours Staff. These aren't your typical workplace rules, and tonight, I think I have to break one to survive. I figured I might as well take you with me. Most of the rules are just weird, but you can deal with them. Rule 1. Always do your first patrol counterclockwise. Okay, easy enough. Rule 4. If a light flickers in hallway D, get out of the wing immediately and don't go back for an hour. Weird, but fine. Rule 6. Do not acknowledge the woman who sometimes asks for the time near the west exit. She isn't real. But then you get to the one that really matters. The one I've never, ever wanted to mess with. Rule 9. The door to the central server room must remain sealed between midnight and 5 a.m. The humming is normal. Do not listen too closely. Do not get near the door. For 6 months, I've followed that rule. The low hum from that room is just background noise to me, but tonight's different. About an hour ago, the hum started to change. It got deeper, almost guttural, and now there's a new sound mixed in. A quiet rhythmic tap, tap, tap against metal. That is not a mechanical sound. To make things worse, the temperature in here is plummeting. I can see my own breath, and then the emergency alert pops up on my console. Cryo-containment failure imminent in central server room. The official company manual says a failure like that needs a manual override from inside the room. The rules on the laminated sheet say I can't go in there. Here's the problem though. Whatever is in that room is starting to get out. The air is so cold it hurts to breathe, and I swear I can hear a faint scratching sound from the other side of my office door now. It wants out. I think the only way to stop it is to go in. Breaking Rule 9 feels like a death sentence, but letting that thing out feels a hell of a lot worse. All right, this is it. No turning back now. The emergency blueprints show the override console is right inside the door. In and out. Should be simple, right? The hallway leading to the central server room is way darker than usual. The lights are flickering, buzzing weakly. That tapping sound is much louder here, but it's not coming from the server room door anymore. It sounds like it's coming from inside the walls around me. My hand is shaking as I punch in the code to unseal the door. There's a loud hiss as the lock releases, and a blast of frigid air rushes out. It smells like ozone and frozen dirt. I pull the heavy steel door open, and just like that, the humming stops. The silence it leaves behind is somehow a million times more terrifying. The room is not what I expected. The server racks are all there, but every single one is covered in a thick layer of black ice. The only light is a single red emergency strobe on the far wall, pulsing like a slow heartbeat. And right in the middle of the room is something that is definitely not on the blueprints. It's a tall, thin figure, hunched over the main console. It looks like it's made of tangled wires and frost. As I watch, it slowly starts to turn its head toward me. It doesn't have a face, just a smooth, flat sheet of ice that reflects the pulsing red light. It straightens all the way up and it's tall, its head almost scraping the pipes on the ceiling. It doesn't move toward me. It just watches. My mind is racing, trying to find a way out of this. And then I remember another rule, one that seemed completely ridiculous until this exact moment. Rule 14. Should a protocol fail, the system may become unstable. Instability is corrected by introducing a paradox. It's insane. It's a total long shot. But what other choice do I have? I take a shaky breath. This statement is false. The thing cocks its head. The very air in the room starts to crackle like static. I push my luck. Everything I say is a lie. The figure shudders violently. The red light flashes like crazy. A mouth that wasn't there a second ago cracks open in the ice, and a sound like 1,000-old dial-up modem screaming at once floods the room. It takes a step, and the concrete floor cracks under its foot. I don't stick around to see what happens next. I dive for the override console, slam my palm down on the big red button, and I run. I throw my weight against the door, hitting the seal command. The humming kicks back on, loud and clean this time. The tapping in the walls is gone. I made it. The sun is coming up and the building feels normal again. The temperature is back to what it should be. But something is wrong. While I was typing this all out, I glanced down at my hand. For just a second, in the flicker of the overhead lights, my fingers looked glitchy, like they were made of static and tangled wires. Breaking the rules saved my life, but I think a little piece of that system, of that thing, hitched a ride out with me. I don't think the protocols were just to keep it locked in. I think they were also meant to keep me out. If you made it this far, thanks for listening. It's been a long, long night. If you like stories like this, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more. Now I have to ask, if you were in my shoes, what rule would you have broken? Let me know in the comments. Stay safe.